Matt Lenihan, Boxing Social, in association with Empire Fights. So I'd like to be joined by Campbell Hatton. Campbell, you're no stranger to the big occasion now. Anthony Joshua Undercard again. O2 Arena. How are you feeling?
Yes, so it's another big card for me to be on and a great opportunity, and I think I've been on those big cards before early on in my career, and like I've said hundreds of times now, it's standing me in good stead. It took me a while to get used to being under this spotlight, and I struggled with it at first, but I think them early experiences and earlier fights mean I'm better equipped to deal with it now. I've gone away on smaller shows and we've seen them improvements up, like with each fight consistently getting better, and it's going to be no different this weekend. As big a show as it is, I think we're going to see the best Campbell Hatton this Saturday.
Are your nerves now sort of in check, if you did have any? Because obviously we saw you fought on both the Usyk cards. You were in Abu Dhabi as well, weren't you, for Bivol, I believe?
Yeah.
So you've had these like huge fight nights. Is that, you mentioned it's standing you in good stead, but for this weekend, will that mean that you'll come out a bit more relaxed, not as tentative, and that help your fight game?
Without a doubt, that's what it is. I think at the Tottenham fight, it was clear to see that the occasion got to me, and I came out and I was a bit like a deer in the headlights, and it made me massively underperform. And since then, there's been no looking back. I've just got better and better, and I've been, like you say, been on them big shows like the one in Abu Dhabi, and I've boxed at the O2 before since then, and we're still seeing them improvements. Probably the best performance is probably the Joe Ducker fight at the O2 last time, which was on a big card, and the first round stoppage in Abu Dhabi, which was on a huge card. So I think I've shown that I am ready to be on these big cards again, and it's not going to affect my performance. And I'm telling you, the last couple of weeks has been the best I've ever been, and I'm going to show that on Saturday.
Why has it been the best? What's been the differences in the gym to this one, to say the fight before or the fight before that? What's been different? What's made it the best?
I think part of it's been so regular. Obviously, I only boxed 3 weeks ago, so like I started preparations already sharp, already fit to fight, and we're coming into an 8-rounder where I think that's going to suit me massively. All my mistakes and any trouble I have comes when I rush my work, and having that extra bit of time where I'm not going to do that, not going to have to rush, is just going to help me. And I think, like I say, we're going to see the best of me without a doubt.
Right, let's go on to the main event. Talk to me about Anthony Joshua versus Jermaine Franklin a little bit. Potential banana skin for AJ. AJ said, look, I'm retiring if I don't beat Franklin. Is it, from your point of view, is it that severe? There's still a lot of big fights for him to have, even if he did come unstuck?
I think what he's saying is right. Like, if Franklin's to beat him, as good, I rate Franklin. I think he took that Dillian White fight at short notice, did very well. A lot of people think he could have got the result, and he's no muppet, is he? He's a top fighter, but if you're wanting to fight the likes of Usyk, Fury, like the top boys, he does need to be beating Franklin, and I have no doubt that he will. I think it's going to be a case of rolling back the ears a little bit. I think where that pressure's off him, he's got that hunger. He's not the champ anymore, so he's fighting to get something back. So I think we're going to see AJ from a few fights ago, and he's going to look really good.
Does he need a blistering knockout to sort of solidify that he is back? Because we've seen sort of, I won't say confused Anthony Joshua the last couple of fights, because Alexander Usyk's a brilliant fighter, but do we need to see an explosive knockout from him to sort of have that feeling, look, AJ's back now, we can look forward to these big fights? Because that Fury fight could happen next.
It's impossible guessing what would happen next, isn't it, with how the heavyweights seem to be at the minute, but I think he does need that devastating knockout, because the one thing that's been lacking from AJ the last couple of years does seem to be that killer instinct that got him there. We've seen him look to try and box a lot more, which I don't see as a bad thing. I think in that second Ruiz fight, that was exactly what he needed to do to win. So it's just sort of, he needed to improve on the boxing side of things. He did that, but then I think sort of overcompensated and stuck with it a little bit. I don't think it needs to replace the thing that got him to the level he was, which is being a knockout artist and a finisher. So I think we do need a little bit of the old AJ back and incorporate some of these new skills that he's showing.
It's going to be interesting. He's got another new trainer, so we'll see how he goes. Look, Campbell, we look forward to seeing you back out this Saturday, seeing your journey and watching you improve fight on by fight. And yeah, we'll catch up after the fight.
Nice one, mate.